Welcome back. The Herd is coming up next right here on FS1. So let's head over to Colin Cowherd. Hey, Colin, what is on the show?
Russell Wilson didn't make the Pro Bowl. Didn't he beat Aaron Rodgers head-to-head? Wasn't this a rebuilding team? Wasn't Aaron supposed to win his division? That's the worst Pro Bowl snub I've ever seen. And the LeBron, Anthony Davis whisper campaign, nobody's whispering. It's happening. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right, looking forward to it, Colin. Thanks. Time for our final topic of the day. Duke blew out Princeton yesterday, but everyone is talking about Zion Williamson. Zion added to his highlight reel with a huge blocked shot. It was so crazy that he jumped so high, he hit his head on the backboard when he blocked the shot. So, Shannon, how impressive was this?
It's very impressive. And we've seen guys be able to jump this high, but nobody this size.
No.
The guy's 285 pounds, and he has a 40-plus inch vertical skip. And what makes this so amazing of this block is that his team's up 20 points. And he still has the desire to, nope, not on my watch. No easy buckets. And, man, I've never seen... Like I said, he reminds you, he reminds me with his athleticism and his leaping ability of Sean Kemp. You remember Sean Kemp was a little taller, but he could have ups like this. This kid is phenomenal. He's not LeBron James. Let him be Zion Williamson.
True.
But he's unbelievable, Skip.
That was extraordinary, but are we sure he hit his head on the backboard?
Like he hit
it looked
his
like he hit into his shoulder,
Yeah.
right? Didn't his shoulder hit first?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He looks okay, good news.
But the fact that he got up that high.
It's just ridiculous. Now, he did do this against Princeton Tigers at Duke, and the final score was 101-50. So
boy.
Isn't he like taking advantage of little guys?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right?
Ivy guys.
Okay, those little Ivy League guys. So he's averaging 29 rebounds, 3 assists, which is pretty good for him, and 2 blocks a game. Again, Steve Kerr said, are we seeing the next LeBron James? I'm not seeing that yet.
No.
It's extraordinary. It's next level. But I don't know. Again, and so that's exactly what LeBron's shooting. So maybe that works. I don't know. I had to get that in. I thought that was funny.
You know what?
Yeah.
That
was funny.
His athleticism is off the
It
charts,
is.
and that was unbelievable block. Looked like old young Shea.
Just let him be. Oh, really?
Yeah!
That is it for... The Lakers lost a tough one to the Nets last night, but Lonzo Ball was one of the bright spots. Well, we're not seeing them, but hey, there they are.
Yeah.
All right, he finished with 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 threes in the loss. Lonzo also had a triple-double during the 4-game road trip. Lonzo has been the starter since Rajon Rondo went out with a hand injury in mid-November, but Rondo is expected to be back for Friday's game. So, Shannon, how will Rondo's return?
Lonzo's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, really? You're just going to throw that in there?
Go ahead.
Our regular producer, Chris Healy, like, damn it, I can't leave for 1 minute.
No way.
There's just that one moment. Just that one moment. We're good. We found the right video. Shannon, how will Rondo's return impact Lonzo?
I think it's going to hurt. Skip, he's been playing really well playing next to LeBron.
Yep.
His minutes has increased about 6 per game.
Yep.
And he plays better with LeBron than Rondo for the simple fact he can play off the ball. He doesn't need the ball. Sure, he's a point guard, old school point guard, just like Rondo. But Rondo, his only use is if he has the ball. Lonzo can steal the ball. He can rebound the ball. And I just think he plays better. From what I've seen thus far, he plays better with LeBron than what Rondo does.
Yeah.
And if you want to see what you have, you need to continue to let him blossom. So now Rondo's going to come back, and then they're going to try to work him in and get his minutes back up. And we saw when he got suspended, we saw how well Rondo played. Lonzo played. Rondo comes back, his minutes decrease, and it seems like he loses confidence. Like, it doesn't matter how well I play. You're gonna, come get me, and then down the stretch, you're gonna have Rondo playing.
I agree.
And I just don't like it. I just let him play. Last night was probably his best game. Yeah, I know he had a triple-double the other night but I thought last night he really showed something, and I thought he was gonna have a much bigger performance than what he had he not gotten into foul trouble, because he really had it going in the first. But I think it's gonna set him back because Rondo's gonna come in and he's going to get a lot of those minutes that Alonzo's been getting.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you how much I agree with every point you just made and then some. This hurts me to watch this unfold because I have no idea why Rajon Rondo is on this roster. It is so bad for Lonzo Ball, and it's going to hurt me to watch it even more if they have to split the minutes when he comes back, Rondo, on Friday night, because that was Lonzo's most confident attack mode game of his career to me, except for that early game against Phoenix last year. But this time, he was taking and making big shots. At one point, he missed a three, and the rebound came long right back into his hands, and he just stepped right into another three and made it.
Yep.
And that's not the guy we saw last year. He would have backed out of there on that one and passed off to somebody else. So he has 23 points, and he played 39 minutes. And to your point, Lonzo plays with LeBron. LeBron has to play with Rondo because Rondo's going to run the show.
Yeah.
And you can't have Rondo sitting on the bench because he's going to make way.
Right.
He's just built like that. And I'm not condemning him for it. It's just who he is. He thinks he's, I will bet you, if you put him on a lie detector, he thinks he's a better coach than Luke Walton, that he knows more basketball than Luke Walton.
Probably
so. You can't stash him on the end of the bench and say, we'll wait and use you down the stretch. He won't sit still for it.
And the thing is, Skip, with Lonzo, LeBron can throw him the ball and he can make shots. Rondo, you going to drive and kick the ball to Rondo? That's not
the other way around.
Exactly. And so that's why I think he works better with LeBron, because LeBron can drive, kick it to Lonzo. He's not always going to make it. But I thought in 4 of the last 5 games, Skip, he scored double figures. So he's gaining confidence.
Lonzo has.
Lonzo.
Yeah. Oh.
And LeBron says you can see it's starting to click. He's starting to get out of that curve where, hey, I can take this shot.
I think LeBron really enjoys playing with him.
I think he does.
Come off that way?
But, Derek Fisher made a very interesting point. He said Lonzo had surgery in the offseason. They weren't sure how soon he was going to come back and how healthy he was going to be once he got back. So they needed someone, because remember, they said they didn't want LeBron taking all the point guard and handling the ball exclusively. So they had to get someone that, if you're going to take LeBron off the ball and he's out of the ball game, who can run our offense?
That's
true. Clearly Rondo can.
But
in the process of doing that, Lonzo came back quicker than they thought. He was healthier than they thought. But so now you got Rondo on the roster, and it's eating into Lonzo's minute, and it's also eating into his confidence in his development.
And to your point, what did Rondo do in game number 1 and game number 2? At Portland on opening night, he had 13 points and 11 assists. And then against Houston in the home opener, he had 13 and 10 assists. Well, then he showed you, I can do this.
Yes.
So now that looked like a strength, and I think it's going to become a weakness to have him even sitting on the bench, because you watch how quickly Lonzo's minutes drop, and then to your point, watch how quickly his confidence drops. This is a sorry situation.
Well, it's good the Lakers are back home too. I mean, they needed to get on from that road trip.
We got to showcase our free agent piece.
Do you?
Yep. AD.
Really?
Yep.
Did you guys see what Zion Williamson did? It was an incredible
Zion looked like a young Shannon Sharp.
Incredible highlight for Duke last night. We're going to show you next.